Triple S, the good sports, and let's go to Sydney. And good morning, Barbara Joseph. How are you, Barbara?
Good, thank you, Paul. How are you?
I'm good. It sounds like you're in a bit of a noisy spot there at Rose Hill.
Yeah,
It's a
I'll
big.
step outside there. They're doing the. Is that better?
That's wonderful. Yeah, of course it'll be a big day of racing there in Sydney today at Rose Hill. It's almost, well, virtually a Saturday meeting, isn't it?
Yes, it's as good as any Saturday. As I said, it's probably the best Wednesday meeting that's ever been held in Sydney.
That's right.
Thursday meeting.
Except it's Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday. It's hard to believe it's Thursday.
Yeah, that's for sure. And you've got Medicine engaged in the first there, Barbara. Only eighth last start at Rose Hill. Can he go better today?
Well, his last start at Rose Hill, it was a pretty good field, and I mean, he looked like he had plenty of cover, but he didn't. I mean, they were free running, and he just didn't sort of quite the race off. He did dip about 200 out and then got a bit of a check, but no excuses really. They were just too good for him that day, and today the only concern is with me is there's no front runners. There's not much pace in the race, so whether Darren Beedman's going to be able to go to the front and stack him up or something, or have to lead him. I don't want him to, but I think that's what's going to happen. There's just no pace at all today.
Right, so the draw of 7 shouldn't worry if Darren wants to go to the front, should be able to get across easy?
Shouldn't worry at all, no, there's not much pace at all.
Right, forget the last run, the previous two, you were second, of course, at Canterbury, and then you had a win before that at Warwick Farm, so apart from, as we said, the last run, Medicine's been running well of late. He's
been running very well. He hasn't got a really good record on this Rose Hill track. Whether it's the track, I don't know, but he really excels at Warwick Farm. And the run at Canterbury was a really good run because he was drawn wide that day and he was caught wide, so they had to go forward. He actually made 2 runs in the races, and he did very well to hold on to run second, and I don't really think Canterbury is probably the sort of track for him either, but, when the meetings were there, you have to go.
That's right. So if he can overcome the Rose Hill track today, as you said, he doesn't like it much. The ones to beat in the race, as you see them, Barbara?
Oh, I think the horse of Hawks, John Hawks, that's going to be hard to beat, and the one of John Sizes. I haven't sort of got my book here. I'm hopeless on names. Right,
okay. Power of Pegasus, Regal Alliance, they're the ones in the betting.
Yeah, they're the ones to beat, yes. But, he's been in a long time. This horse, he's had a pretty hefty program, and I'd say that today probably will be his last start before he goes for a break, and we'll try and get him back for the better races at Canberra over the Black Opal Carnival time,
Fair enough.
For the sprint, the 1400 at Canberra.
Yeah,
some of those races.
Yeah, just having a glance through, you've only got the one in today, is that right?
Yeah, only the one in today, yes.
Yep,
yes.
Fair enough. Yeah, so you'll be able to
get the medicine early and get out.
Yeah, you probably want to clear. How's the traffic and that going up there in the Olympic City?
We left a bit earlier to get here, and it was absolutely really clean sailing. I came in the truck, and it was beautiful, no traffic, and it was really good. Probably the quickest we've ever got to Rose Hill.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah,
good to know then for anyone that might be heading up for later races. So you're going to leave the track early and get back here as soon as you can, I suppose?
I probably will be getting back out of here pretty early. I'd love to be stopping on to watch some of these better horses here today, but, life goes on. There's work to be done, so...
Fair enough.
We'll have to get back.
Yeah, it looks, as you said, it looks a good program, a good Saturday program. And, of course, with the transferring of that race, they lost, they couldn't run it under the lights the other week, the Starlight, so it makes it a big 9-race program.
Yes, it does, and it's just absolutely perfect weather conditions here in Sydney today. There's not a breath of wind and, not a cloud in the sky.
Lovely. All right, Barbara, well, I know you're busy and you've got to get down to tend the horse. We wish you the very best with Medicine today and look forward to catching up with you again soon.
Not a worry. Okay, thanks,
Paul. For that. Barbara Joseph there, coming in from up there in Sydney at Rose Hill for the run of Medicine today. This is Triple S, the good sports. Let's return to race day morning now.
Hi, this is Ian Craig, and you're listening to Paul Langham on the Triple S Racing Service. As